Some call them man's best friend. Whatever you call them, dogs are such good companions, it's estimated as many as 35% of us own one or even two. But there's an unpleasant side to this otherwise happy picture. Like humans, dogs produce waste. Unlike humans, they don't use the toilet. So their owners often take their four-legged friends to a park to do their doggy business.
We have 10 million park visitors every year, and about 25 to 35% would include a dog or two. If you calculate a medium-sized dog depositing 0.17 kilograms of poop, times that by 2.5 million dog visits, it comes out to about 450,000 kilos of dog poo that's deposited in the parks every year.
You heard that right, 450,000 kilograms of dog waste, about 500 tons, or enough doggy droppings to fill 50 dump trucks. That's a lot of dog poop.
What we hear a lot is that, oh, it's just my dog doing its business. What's the big deal? What's the problem? The problem is that dog owners see only their dog, where we see a much different problem there, which is the cumulative effect of dogs in our park here.
Contrary to popular belief, dog poo is not fertilizer. It's full of bacteria and salts and nitrogen that take a long time to dissolve, for one, and degrade. And some of the pathogens might stay in the soil for years.
It's not only a health hazard for park staff and landfill workers to have to deal with, it's also creating methane, a powerful greenhouse gas that's a major contributor to climate change. And then there's the plastic. If it's going in the garbage, it needs to go in a plastic bag so workers dealing with it don't make direct contact. We're talking about a lot of plastic.
1 million dog bags are used in the parks every year. And for Metro Vancouver, that doesn't count all of the municipalities. So it's a lot of dog bags, a lot of waste going into the landfill.
The sheer volume of poop and plastic is the reason behind a Metro Vancouver pilot project trying to find a better solution. At Boundary Bay and Tynehead Regional Parks, a separate bin for dog waste is being tested. It gets cleaned out on a regular basis by a dog waste collection service. But the downside to that scenario is it doesn't eliminate the need for plastic bags. Which brings us to this man's job. He works for the company that empties the collection bins and also picks up from the main grassy area at Capilano River Regional Park. Cutting open each dog waste bag and dumping out what's inside is the only way to make sure the poop goes to a wastewater treatment plant while only the bags go to the landfill. A doggy toilet area is also being tested at Capilano River, but so far it's met with limited success.
Come on, kid. There we go. There's a good girl.
But here at the off-leash dog area at Aldergrove Lake Regional Park, another concept seems to be working. Here, shovels are provided so dog waste can be scooped up and deposited in an in-ground tank.
Here we go. Down the hatch.
A lot of the feedback was positive. They liked it. They thought it was a great idea, especially when they understood the sheer volume of bags that were being used. So they said, well, let's improve it by being able to mark it because we can't find it. And so they came up with an idea of landmine marking.
Here we go. All right.
And so it's a little flag that they put beside it so they can come back with a shovel, clean it up. So they came up with that idea. It's a lot of user input.
One use might be to produce compost that could go back into the parks. That unique idea is being tested right now by UBC researcher and doctoral student Geoff Hill.
All right, let's get some worms. My interest is in vermicomposting, and that's the action of earthworms to degrade manures. That's a big one. It's also a very new field. And in all the literature research I've done, I haven't found anyone who's tried to prove that worms can degrade dog waste. That's why this small-scale lab experiment is going to start looking at that base question. Can they do it? Will they survive? Do the worm populations grow? Does the material degrade? And are the pathogens kept in? Plus poop. The world needs a lot of solutions that are low-tech, low-cost, and that maintain themselves. 4. And activity of an earthworm consuming organic waste has been around since the beginning of Earth's biological history. hopefully we can find the right mix to make it work for dogs.
And for the planet. Remember the numbers? 450,000 kilograms of dog poop equals 500 tons. And that doesn't include the thousands of municipal parks in our region. Metro Vancouver hopes this pilot project will soon help identify some solutions.